Hi, this is Ventriloquist Master, and I'm Richie, and we're gonna tell you why we were absent for the past 2 years. He's a lazy dumbass. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. No, it's just that he's just a lazy dumbass. You don't need to hear from him. Okay, that's part of it. Maybe not the dumbass part, but I'm lazy, essentially. But there's more to it. No, there's not. You're just lazy. Yes, and you are, in fact, a dumbass. Okay, well, I've had a retainer in my mouth for a year. Then I just had high school and all these classes just pressuring me. Just didn't have time to do anything, band, just all this stuff. But now it's summer, I have time, I can do stuff, I can do videos if I choose to, and I'm going to choose to do now. So laziness is part of it, you're right, you don't say. And, well, and I've also been busy, and because of the retainer in my mouth that had been in for my mouth a year. So, yep, I guess that's the truth. I don't know what else you would call it, but, yes, you can hear his version of the truth, though it's not as accurate as mine. Okay, you can say whatever you want, but that's me. That's my side of the story. Richie has a different kind of interpretation, kind of different conclusion, but, okay. You can believe me or believe him. So what did you do this week? Well, my iPhone was acting up, so, I called Apple. For some reason, I was clicking the Bluetooth button on Control Center. You know, the iOS 7, you got the little thing that slides up and got the Bluetooth button right there. And, I was like, you know, I pressed the button so I could, you know, connect to my speaker or whatever. And then the thing turned blue. Not the iPhone itself, but the screen. The screen turned blue. So I called Apple and I was like, excuse me, I was trying to, you know, get the Bluetooth on, the whole screen turned blue. What happened? Just idiots. The guy goes, well, how'd it turn blue? I don't know. That's why I called you. Just idiot. So anyway, I was calling Apple, and then they were like, please hold, we're gonna find out what's the problem. Stupidest crap ever. They start playing Happy by Pharrell Williams. Seriously, I'm here furious at them. And then they're playing Because I'm Happy. I'm not happy! Okay, calm down. Alright? Just morons! And then they get back to me after 2 minutes, and they're like, sir, you're gonna have to buy a new iPhone if you want to continue having an iPhone. Why? Because we believe there's a hardware problem with your iPhone. And then I'm like, no, it's not. My friend Mortimer has the same problem with his iPhone. Darwin has the same problem with his iPod Touch, and I have the same problem with my iPad. It's a software problem, you idiot! I'm like, nope, you gotta turn in your iPhone. You gotta trade it in or get a new one. I'm thinking, oh my god, they're just one of their stupid schemes to get more money, just idiots. I just want you to know that, if I bash Apple, I don't care. Okay? I'm more concerned about the truth than I am about political correctness, okay? So, we're not bashing anybody, but this is the truth. This is what happened to me. So, okay. So, and it's not just Apple who does this. Microsoft does this too! The other day, I was just, on my PC, I was just, you know, typing out the resume and trying to look for a job, typing the resume or whatever. And then the whole thing just shuts off. I'm thinking, what? Then I tried turning it back on, thinking, okay, what's going on here? Is my PC dead? So I called Microsoft, yeah, that's a smart choice, to, you know, fix the problem. And then I call and say, hey, I was working on my resume, and then my PC just shut off. And then they're just like, well, how did it shut off? I don't know, that's why I called you. Again, they're just idiots. At least the statistic guy I called. And then, they're just like, well, did you try turning it back on? No, I was just gonna leave it there. Jesus, yes, I tried turning it back on. And then they're like, well, did it turn back on? No! That's why I called you, you idiots! And then they're like, please hold. Here's what's different with that Apple and Microsoft. 15 minutes I wait on hold! Just morons! Then 15 minutes later, they get back on the phone with me, and they're like, sir, you're gonna have to contact your hardware manufacturer. I'm like, what, my hardware, what? And they're like, you know, the guys who made your computer. You made the goddamn computer! It's like, no, we need the software. We don't make the hardware. And then I kind of understand what's going on. But the same thing happened to Lord of the Acer. The same thing happened to Darwin's, what's it called? Jesus. Dell, it happened to Darwin's Dell. It happened to the same thing. And Jerry, it happened on his neck. He runs Windows on his neck for some reason. I don't even know why. It's a waste of money. But, anyway. He doesn't even run OS 10 at all, just Windows, that's it. So it's like, all my friends have the same problem and they're on different hardware. They're on different hardware, there's gotta be a software problem. And they're just like, no, it's a hardware problem. Call the hardware and the manufacturer. Then they hung up. I'm thinking, what morons! They're just morons, I tell you. It's not just Microsoft, Apple too. I'm not saying all Apple employees are like this. The statistic people I called are idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. Well, that's pretty crazy. You don't say. Well, I've had some crazy experiences with customer service, but mostly when I call, you know, I've had crazy experiences, but you know, I've also had good experiences. How in the world have you had good experiences with customer service? You are the first person to ever say that. Well, I've had good experiences, you know. Just good night. Okay. Well, the good thing that happened to me today was I bought an iPad. Oh, good. You bought an iPad. Yep. I bought this lady about, I'm gonna say, 2 days ago? 2 days ago? Alright, okay. I like it. It's the 4th generation? Yes, it is. I don't want to get into the new fancy ones. They're too light. I'll lose it. They call the iPad Air. I'm afraid it'll just disappear into thin air. That's how I'm afraid I'll lose it. Well, the iPad Air is just an expression. Well, geez, I could have bought the iPad Air then. If I had known that. Alright, well, wait, don't go on my internet browser. Why? I don't want you to see my history. Richie, your browser's on private or incognito. There's no recorded history on there. Well, geez, I didn't know that. I was just being cautious. See, I'll prove it to you. Watch. See? No history whatsoever. Oh, okay. I just didn't want anybody to see what types of restaurants. Websites. I know, it's funny. Any websites I went on, just some people might think a little bit less of me. It's not what you think. It's, I was playing bingo online. You could have downloaded an app for bingo. You have an app for bingo on here. It's a neat story, stupid! I'm making it up so they don't know. Well, now they know. Thanks to you. Well, what's this thing here? What's what? Google Earth. Click it. I never understood what it was. Well, it's basically a little thing where you can, go anywhere around the world. You can look at your own house. Why in the hell would I want to look at my own house? I can go outside and look at my own house. Get a much better view than just looking at an HD screen. Although I don't have great vision, I'll tell you. But I can look outside and see the house. Do you want to see your house? Sure. Come on. Alright. Hold on, it's not working. Hold on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This thing about this Google Earth thing is so slow. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Calm down. I don't want to calm down. This thing is too slow. Okay. There's our house. No, there's a tree. No, we're not in a tree. We're in the house. No, according to this, we're in a tree. We're in the house, but according to this, we're in a tree. Come on, Google, we're not friggin' squirrels. We don't live in a tree. I don't gather nuts. Come on, this thing is so inaccurate. This thing thinks this iPad was thought by a bunch of squirrels. They're just idiots, like I told you. They think we're squirrels. They're so stupid. Well, this has been a ventriloquist act, the first ventriloquist act that I've done in 2 years. So, so thank you very much for watching. Please excuse. I haven't done it in 2 years. Remember, so it might be a little rough, but just be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the content. The content. What are you talking about? Anyway, I have much better videos, but I don't know. This could be my best video. I don't know. Who knows? It's your opinion. So he's like, what are you talking about? Hold on. What? I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. So yeah, I kind of agree with you. I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. Like you know, like those idiots from Apple and Microsoft. They don't know what the hell they're talking about.